Oh my god, I didn't know it wound up. Aww. Let's do it, shall we? I have been thinking all month about doing Vlogmas, but only really decided last night when I was editing yesterday's vlog that I was going to do it because, I don't know, I just felt like, if not now, when? Like, it's always going to be a big undertaking, but I do feel quite ready for it, and I've been loving making these weekly vlogs, and I thought, give myself a little extra challenge. And I've actually not got any photography work on this month, so yeah, it'll be a good other way to fill my time, and yeah, hopefully have a lot of little fun things on for you. I think Zoella always does a really good job in her vlogist and whatnot in explaining that when people do a month of daily vlogs, it is quite often for the entertainment of the viewer, and there's a lot of fun things on, and these months don't actually reflect real life. So if you're sitting watching a month of vlogs of me doing a lot of fun, festive, frolicky things, don't feel like you've got life wrong because your month doesn't look like that. I think that's really important to get that out now. Also, one of the first comments I got on yesterday's vlog when I teased doing Vlogmas was someone saying, would really love you to do this, but also like if you just need to take a day off, just take it off. And that was something I was thinking about saying as well, and I love that someone commented that so early on because I have never done this before in this kind of format. So there might just come a time where I'm like, I've got nothing left in the tank and I might just not vlog for a day, and I just want to like manage your expectations and say that might happen. So some days a vlog might just not appear, and I hope you're okay with that, but hopefully we'll manage most of it. So yeah, I can't wait. I've actually got my brother and sister here just now. So my brother's here till today and my sister leaves tomorrow, and I introduced them to Catan last night and they love it. My brother won on his first go, Jammy Beggar, but they want another game now that they know properly how to play it, so we're going to do that this morning, and an early morning game of Catan, because usually it's kind of an evening thing, but Gavin is leaving like around sometime in the afternoon. So that's what this morning's got on the cards, but I thought I'd show you a couple of things that I got when I was in Edinburgh because I've been waiting to unbox them with you guys. So when I bought this, my mum was like, let me smell it, and I was like, no, I need to unbox it for YouTube. So this is the perfume that I got, that I was saying about how I saw someone say about buying a perfume for every birthday, and then you've got a fragrance to remind you of that year. And I always think shopping in Penhaligon's is a really nice experience. Like, the sales assistants are always really, really nice, and I had a really nice time going in and buying this. So already a pretty nice momentum for my 29th birthday. And they put this little tie on it and they spray it with, I think they spray it with the perfume that you bought, and it smells so good, so that's got me excited. And also Penhaligon's always has really good little like extra gifts on with what you buy. So as well as the perfume, I got this little set of 4 minis. So I've got Luna, Indiminium, Halfeti, which I actually already have Halfeti, and Impressa, which I was between Impressa and the one that I bought. So, and Luna as well, I was close with that one too. So that's very cute. Also could be a nice stocking filler for someone, so that could be an option. I've got a candle as well. It was really funny, she was really like explaining candle care to me, and she was like, do you burn many candles? And I was like, yeah, my boyfriend works for a candle company and I worked for one for 2.5 years. And she was like, okay, you'll be fine then. And oh, it smells really nice. It's funny because Lee works for a candle company and I used to, we literally only really burn the candles from that company, so it's always interesting smelling new ones because I'm so used to the same fragrances. So might put that on today as we play Catan. Then of course we've got the perfume itself. So I went for Solaris, which the lady that served me, this is her favourite perfume, and I always go in, I'm like, right, I really like earthy, woody, almost masculine fragrances. Can you help me pick something a bit different to what I usually go for, because they all smell the same, and I always end up buying something exactly the same, and I guess that's because that's what I like. So yeah, oh, the packaging, I should show you properly. The packaging is just lovely. This is how it comes. So that's it in there, and I don't have perfume on today, so I shall give it a scoosh, but there she is. And this Penhaligon's is really, like, the smell's really strong, so you don't need much at all, but it's earthy but also quite citrusy, I would say. I don't know if it's got any fragrance notes on it. No, it doesn't, but I'll insert the fragrance notes of Solaris here so you can see if that's something that you would like. But I actually love it even more now that I'm actually smelling it on me at home. It's so nice. So that is the perfume for my 29th year. And then I got a few bits in TK Maxx. So our Christmas tree is up. I'll show you the Christmas tree in a minute and I'll put these onto. So we've got just a real random bunch of tree decorations because we've just been slowly collecting them over the years. We've never bought like a big set of baubles or anything, and everything now is just like super eclectic and different and nice, and I love it. And I thought this one would look nice amongst all of those different ones. And I also got some festive oven gloves because we don't have any Christmas decorations in the kitchen and I don't really see myself putting any in there for some reason. I actually was putting up some Christmas decorations and I was like, I don't want any of these. I think I'm too like, I've decided where everything's went in the house to a fine art and I don't want other things to come in and mess with that. So oven gloves will be how we festify the kitchen. And I also got these little 3 for the tree as well, which I think will be nice and in keeping with our eclectic mix of decorations. And I got this little garland, which maybe that could go in the kitchen as well actually. We've got that little shelf, I could maybe put that along. But all very like, I don't know, fabric-y and textile-y, which I really like. Oh, this one's really funny because with my mum a few days ago, she was like, oh, I absolutely hate little like soldier decor at Christmas, and I'd literally just bought this, so that's funny. Oh my god, I didn't know it wound up. Aww. Okay, that's just gonna keep going now. So that's my snow globe. I love it. We don't have a lot of like kind of like tabletop ornaments. It's a lot of garlands and stuff, so this will look really nice somewhere. And the other things in the bag are stocking fillers for Lee, so can't show you them because he watches these vlogs like a hawk. So I'll go pop these on the tree and around the house, and then we'll have a game of Catan. So let's go. Oh, and I nearly forgot as well, Lee got me this advent calendar. It's Gilmore Girls and it says 25 days of surprises, and I really have been stumped since he got me it as to what is even going to be in here, because it doesn't seem like one that's going to have chocolate in it, if you know what I mean. It's like not a foil standard like chocolatey tree advent calendar, so if I can ever get into it. Oh, well that's quite cute actually. So what have we got? Oh, that one's kind of opened. Let's do. There it is. It's in the Chilton box. Oh, it's a little Chilton patch. Oh, don't know where I'll put it, but I have got a pile of patches in a bag that I just haven't decided what I'm going to ever put them on. So that can add to that. So that's day 1 of surprises from the Gilmore Girls calendar. Vlog, brother vlog. Gavin is very serious. Gavin won his first game of Catan, and now Gavin cannot break from concentration from Catan. Say something, Gavin, you're being rude.
Hello.
Gavin's also single. Vlog, Lauren, vlog. My siblings do speak. They've just chosen to be divas at this time.
I won by it honestly.
Lauren did not win first Catan, but Lauren nearly broke my heart.
I was successful in emotionally manipulating everyone on the board. You see, I was playing the game of compassion. So anytime there was the robber in which I had to place it to like screw someone over and like steal some of their stuff, I put the robber on the desert because that's not going to hurt anyone. And you see, these compassionate strategies don't go down very well. So my very sister, actually, like, I wasn't in this for like, you know, the hoarding and like, you know, dominating the game. I was just here to have a nice time. And I made that quite clear with my positioning. And Caroline did everything that she could to make sure
not true.
that I was having a bad game. And I got got a little bit dejected about this because I just want to put love and happiness into the world, and it turns out that other people aren't that way inclined.
You put no love and happiness into me with your manipulation tactics.
I was pretty.
She does this whole cosy cottage front, and then like really secretly evil.
One of Lee's like trades at one stage was they said, Lauren, I'll give you, what was it, 2 wood for a stone, and I'll put the robber on the desert. That became.
I know, yeah, it became such a thing. I just couldn't bear the thought of anyone having their resources plugged. Like, I want everyone to have enough. There is enough in the world to go around. I don't think I'm well suited to this type of game, I'm going to be perfectly honest.
Gavin, however, gives no fucks. Just wants to win.
I won through Sherlock apparently, so...
Why be good when
you
can
can
be
be
lucky? Let's play.
True
True to form, Lauren gets the robber on a piece that no one has.
Sorry for the stone, that's the stone.
What was it, 6?
Let's take some haze, please. Rome was built in a day.
5. Sheep. I'm gonna take from the bank a wood and I'll take another wood since wood's scarce. And I'm gonna build a wee settlement.
Oh, settlement's popping up. But yous are cutting me off a wood, guys.
Well, Gavin, give the rundown of the game.
Caroline wasn't playing Longest Road and vehemently refused to play the Longest Road. But as we're like, you're going to play the Longest Road, aren't you? She was just like, I'm not playing the Longest Road. And
I've got a different game plan this time.
I'm
not playing it.
The Longest Road.
He's that Longest Road.
And when she lost the Longest Road, she was really annoyed about losing the Longest Road.
She
And
couldn't look at me.
there was a whole argument that Lauren and Karen that
Right.
was in turmoil.
The Lauren hid her resource cards and didn't tell us.
I thought you could do that! I thought that was like part of the strategy because we need to be remembering who gets what. Like, that's the craft. Like, are you going to be playing 3D chess? Like,
Look like I'm wearing my Barbour dress.
Let's go into the Highland Show.
Hello.
I don't always get so many resources back there.
Hello.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Come on, let's go. Way! Oh, so close. I ended up playing 2 more games of Catan and I won again. I'm on a bit of a winning streak with Catan, and then Lauren, my sister, won the next one. And now we're dashing away because we're actually going to the cinema in 10 minutes. So we're going to be a bit late, but I don't know what we're going to see. Bye! So Lauren was victorious in the final game of Catan.
the city game.
You played the city game. City game is underrated, actually.
I think so, especially because I had a quarry.
Yeah.
So I had 2 on 9. And that last roll when there was 9, like trying to conceal my joy, was absolutely
You hadn't had a roll in ages, though.
I know, I sat there with no resources for a really long time. That was really dignified. But
Yeah.
just quietly building my cities.
Nailed it. What are we going to see at the cinema, Lee?
I can't remember what it's called. Killian Murphy.
Cillian Murphy's in it.
Small things like these.
There you go. Lauren's read the book, loved the book, so that's fab.
Is that a true story? Lauren.
So I think it's like one of these stories where like it could have been any of us, you know, or like any of us, but like if you were in Ireland at that time, like it was a very common untold story.
Yeah.
Was my understanding of the book.
There you go. And then we'll get some pizza after.
Hey!
So that's the plan. To the cinema. Our friends release a Christmas song every year, and this is this year's Christmas song. We are home from the cinema and we had lovely pizza afterwards as well. And we all really enjoyed the film, didn't we? We're all in our lounging positions for the evening. You look so cute sitting there reading your book. That's my sister. I love her.
Oh, I love you too.
Yeah, you thought it was really good.
Yeah, so I really like the book. I am a member of a book club that's quite vicious, shall we say. We don't like many of the books that we read, and Small Things Like These by Claire Keegan is the only book to date that we unanimously enjoyed. I thought the film was beautiful. I thought it was like a very similar vibe to the book. Like, it was very quiet, it was understated, it did a lot of showing and not telling, and I think that's one of my favourite qualities of the film. I thought that Cillian Murphy he brought every necessary vibe. I believed that he was a man who laboured and toiled and was on an inward journey. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. It was also a good length as well.
Good length.
1 minute 30,
Yeah.
1 hour 38 minutes.
That's what films used to be. See, when we watched Bring It On yesterday, it was 1 hour 30. I was like, wow, this is how we used to watch films. They're too long now.
I mean, call me ancient and elderly, because I might be, but like, yeah, that's enough.
She's only 31, by the way. Is that what you are?
Yeah, I just thought it was beautiful. Because like, you know, it's a heavy subject matter. It's a sensitive topic, and it takes you like on an inner journey. Like, you shouldn't be on an inner journey for longer than 1 hour and 38 minutes.
That's so true.
Like, it's a heavy frequency to like take on. So if a film's longer, I'm like, okay, this isn't going to go to the depths, unless I'm going to suffer, and I don't want to suffer when I'm at cinema.
Boom.
Well, sometimes I do actually, but like.
So there's the notes. 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. What do you think, Lee?
Yeah, 8.5, pushing 9.
Ooh!
I like films.
Stop it, Pete and Uvita. I've just got through on Strictly. Oh my god. Who's actually keeping him in? Like, I love a good personality, but who is keeping him in? That's not fair. Oh my word, that means someone good's going. It's going to be Montel and Chris in the dance off. Chris could go.
But you voted for him twice?
I did. You got 2 of my votes.
Oh, sorry, that's like legal. The Voter Act of like 19 something says that you can't say.
Oh, yay, they're safe. They're safe.
Oh, someone really good.
I think
Yeah.
it's going to be the blonde woman.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
She
it
was
is so, but
first.
like she'll beat anyone in the dance off.
Yeah, she will. You could be right, Lauren. Yeah, because she doesn't have as big a... JB was too good to be in the bottom two. Tasha's also really good, but people don't like that she's got so much professional dancing experience
I
that
don't
could...
think JB is that popular either.
But
though.
his dance was so
It was
good.
good.
They're in the dance off.
That's because of the whole, like, being a professional going into it is a rod for your own back.
I'm sorry, but like, why are you being punished for being good at something?
I know, and she's really sweet and nice. She's gonna get through anyway. Right, Lee, 8.5.
I like the films that actually treat viewers that they're actually smart enough to not be given like hand-fed the sort of storyline and stuff.
I agree with that.
You know, it's like that was what was good about it, and I think Cillian Murphy's very good at kind of doing that without saying anything almost as well.
Yeah, very little dialogue.
You have a rough idea, and it left him to interpret a bit like what was the rest of his backstory.
Yeah.
I like that, and I think it might have been something to do with the nuns as well.
Yeah.
His mum was only 25 when she died.
Yeah, I've done that maths on the gravestone too.
I did that maths wrong. I thought she was 30. She was old.
And what was he, about 6 or 7 maybe?
Yeah.
In that time, so it's like, okay.
So you think she was in that orphan?
I think so, yeah. And I think that was his dad, was that Ned.
Oh yeah, definitely. So yeah, it was really good. We loved it. I said to Lauren at the end, and I don't know if this was intentional, but this was my little metaphorical brain take on it, is it was like a festive time film, and the main character was a coal man. And I was like, I like that coal's usually a negative connotation at Christmas because you get coal in your stocking if you're bad. And I like that the coal man was a positive presence in the festive season. That was cute. But yeah, brilliant film. I'll probably give it 8 as well.
Nice.
Loved it. Okay, we're going to go watch Strictly now because Pete's through. That's crazy. But yeah, I vote for Chris every week because I love him. So Strictly time. Two of my favourite things in the world colliding, Strictly and Hamilton. What a time to be alive. Angelica, Eliza. Thank you so much for joining me for day one of Vlogmas. I've had a lovely day with my brother and sister. Gavin is away home now. He lives in Edinburgh, so he's back there. And Lauren leaves for London tomorrow morning. And it's really nice having your siblings here because I have friends come visit. It's fully not like on their behalf, very much I want to show them a really good time. But with my brother and sister, we literally barely left the house. Actually, I don't think my brother did leave the house the whole time he was here. So that was really nice, and we just kind of were siblings together, and that's also really nice because I'm the youngest, so I was left in my own in the house once those two moved out. So it was like getting that kind of sibling time back. The three of us in the house together, just doing sibling things, winding each other up, having a laugh, but also like having nice adult conversations. So a few vlogs ago I finished the vlog with going into a question box that I'd done on Instagram where I'd asked my Instagram followers to ask me for some advice. I don't know really why I'm positioning myself as some kind of agony aunt or advice expert, but I've dished out a lot of big sis advice on this channel in the past and it's always seemed to go down well. So I've got my phone here, so I thought I would answer a bit more, and also it's very well timed because Skin and Me, you need to kind of leave time after you've put it on, so that will fill the time between the next skincare step. Okay, so Shell has asked, how do you move countries if friends/family are the only things holding you back? So I took so long to remember how to get into my story archive and pick a question that I'm now ready for my next step, which I'm using this Cicaplast, is it Cicaplast or Cicaplast? I think it's Cicaplast hydrating serum. So I was actually having this conversation with my dad the other day about like trying new things, something, an itch that you've always wanted to scratch but you've maybe not scratched it because you know it's maybe a little bit risky or there are things holding you back. And I was basically saying, it's like the logic I apply for the things that I'm like wanting to do that I'm a little bit nervous or apprehensive about, is that literally nothing has to be forever. If you want it to be forever, it can be, but if you just want to try it for a year, there is no shame in then saying, you know what, this wasn't for me. Like, anyone that is going to make you feel any shame about that isn't anyone that you want to have any business with. Like, if you have something that you are lusting after, give it a go, or you'll probably just never like rest or be happy. If it's something you really need to do, then do it. And if it is friends and family not being there that's holding you back, and if you try that thing, which is in this question moving abroad, and you just miss them so much that it's not even worth it, or like there's a situation at home that you just can't be away from, then you know that that's not the right thing for you, but you've given it a go and you know how that feels to be in that situation. And then maybe when you do get into that situation, it feels so right and so good, then it's worth, when it comes to seeing your family, it just becomes a bit more effort, and that's fine. Like, I live in the same country as my family and it's an effort to see them, but I know right now where I'm at, it's worth that, like, because I'm so happy where I am, and just the circumstances mean that that's fine for me just now. And I feel like you maybe don't really know that until you're in the situation. You might just have an itch and it's like a phantom itch. You're just like a product of your environment that has convinced you want to try that thing, but actually maybe you don't. But there's no shame in trying that thing, getting there, and then being like, oh damn it, I was wrong, this isn't for me. Like, I'm so about saying, hands up, I was wrong, this wasn't for me, I gave it a go, back to doing what I was doing. And I think that's the best way. Like, trial and error is a tried and tested method of getting to the end result that is right for you. So that would be my advice on that one. Missing your friends and family, I mean, not to quote Winnie the Pooh, but is there not a quote that's like, how lucky am I to have something so special that makes saying goodbye so hard? And yeah, that is such a special thing to have. And I'm sure wherever you want to move, your friends and family would love to come visit you, and it's going to make coming home so much more special. So give it a go, see if you like it. Might light your soul up so much that it's worth the heartache of being far away from your friends and family. It might just feel so off in your gut that you decide, I'll give this a little bit of time, do it justice, make sure I've made the right decision, and if that decision's not for me, off back I go. I feel like I have a bit of a luxury skincare routine. That Elemis cleanser is super like, I don't know, when you put the washcloth on it feels super spa-like. And then this Ishka marine cream, which is a super thick and lovely moisturiser. So I've had my spa level skincare treatment for me this evening. Also, I last night attempted the heatless curls. Is it the unicorn? And you put it down the back of your head. I haven't watched a single tutorial on how you're meant to do this properly. And that could be where I went wrong because it did not turn out overly good. But I'm gonna just give it another go, to be honest, because as we know, I'm a trial and error girly. But that being said, it didn't turn out that good, but the sleep I had with this in was a lot better. I think I maybe didn't pull this in tight enough. That could have been my problem. I'm a bit of like a thrasher when I sleep. I toss and turn quite a bit, so everything would come out in the morning, so that's not going to be great for the curls, but we move. Also, thank you so much for everyone's lovely response to Vlogmas. I obviously said this morning that I'd put up the video teasing that I was doing Vlogmas and had a few comments about it, but more and more have come in and it's been so nice to read, and I'm feeling super positive about this little venture into Vlogmas. Yeah, it should be fun. But quite a film heavy week actually to start, because we're going to the cinema again tomorrow, and we're also then the next day got film club, so there's a slight preview as to what is to come for the first little while of Vlogmas. Oh, we also just popped on a Christmas film after I left you guys when we were watching Strictly. It was the one with Lindsay Lohan and the guy that plays Ezra in Pretty Little Liars. The thing with Christmas films is they're not meant to be good, are they? The term is that they're kind of bad and cheesy. Okay, tomorrow I shall watch a tutorial on how to actually do this method, but really I'm just sleep next to this, but this is how I kind of tied it off yesterday, was by doing these two at the front. Good job, that man loves me. I'll stand like this and then you can't see my little silly headpiece. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 2. Are you